Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Danae, and I'm here with a message for you. Happy Wednesday. Today is March 27th. Today is my nephew's birthday. Hopefully, he's enjoying himself, safe and sound somewhere. Gotta love that airy spirit. I hope you're doing well today. I am doing fine. Thank you for thinking of me to tap on in and share this message. I'm excited about what it gets to be. I saged my cards, tried to really release some energies to bring in something fresh. And I mean, I saged them anyway, but I saged them extensively. So we shall see what comes up now. All right, let's see where we are. Nice, 4 of Wands. This is happy home life, establishment, platform of sorts that brings balance or is balanced and is harmonious. That makes a positive impression on the community. I've never said that before, but it's like it's giving the energy of, like one of those good curb appeal in the highest vibration is what I'm reading this. Of course, we'll see how it pans out. But like, how a house has curb appeal, when you pull up and it's like, oh, that's a really nice home. Outside is landscaped well. Paint is fresh, well kept. The aesthetic of the home is pleasing or interesting or it has a stylistic look. Yeah, something about that. So that we could be talking about a home here, which is definitely in alignment with this card, but it doesn't have to be a physical home. It could absolutely just be a well-balanced partnership in any way, shape, and form. Certainly intimately speaking, though, when we're talking about the 4 of Wands, because that's the projection of the twins, twin flames, twin souls, sacred union, divine partnership, so on and so forth. Kingdom spouse, kingdom connections. Yeah, all of the above. Let's hope for the highest vibration in this card to persist. Yeah, but there's a sense of community here. As I said, like there's an impact that is made on account of the presence of, it's like you in a neighborhood where you can have a pretty prominent neighborhood and one house could like drag the rest to hell, But in this case, it's like this is a home that adds value to the community, whether it be the energy of the people inside, serving in some capacity or another, or just having a positive presence, or the actual property itself being a prize contribution to the real estate value in that community. Or again, as an establishment, it could be something that just holds a great or offers a great deal of value to whatever community it serves, whatever customer it serves, a platform even that has a very high vibrational intention to create harmony and balance. So you could be getting a new home, you could be making some changes on the home or where you stay for the new season. You could be establishing yourself in a certain market or on a platform or in a particular field. Could be a new partnership or a partnership that is advancing or expanding to some new height, or intimate expression, having come, maybe gotten over the winter months or some great feat or challenge, seasonally or otherwise. And now it's like a fresh start and you're looking forward to something hopeful on the horizon. Let's just pray that that's where we're staying. I love it. That's a very good, fresh way to start. I like that. All right, let's see what else we got here. See how that came out. I mean, it did slide off my hand, but let's definitely be thoughtful of how it landed. Page of Pentacles, it's an offer. Maybe you're selling a home and you're entertaining some offers, or you put a bid in for a home and surprisingly it's accepted for less than what you may have anticipated. Or, worst case scenario is that it wasn't accepted, or you're in the midst of negotiation with it being kind of on the side. Let's see what else we got. I think that was almost the Knight of Pentacles, which says there's maybe some delay with negotiations or with an offer, an expected offer. Oh man, the Empress upside down. That's how it landed. Hold up. I heard short sale again, which the last time I used that term, I really didn't know what it meant. And so I looked it up and I realized I thought it had something to do with stocks. Maybe it does also, I don't know. But what I found is that it's really more so about selling a home and looking to sell it for less than what the mortgage is owed on it. So there could be something with that here. That somebody really either needs to get out of a mortgage debt or wants to release some type of debt. They're feeling some pressure to liquidate funds. That's what I'm hearing. But the Empress in reverse, I don't think I've ever experienced that. And it fell on the floor. I gotta take it in that regard to be fair. This could be a mother figure. Or, this could be a loss of a child. Certainly my condolences in any event of that. But it damn, I just had such high hopes for where we started. But it either could be a loss of a child or someone that says they're pregnant, but they're really not. Or that the kid, the Page of Pentacles, was in the struggle position. It could be someone that presented a certain reality of paternity to someone that it really isn't their kid. Or there's at least some cause for doubt here with the Seven of Wands. Like somebody is either resistant, like I ain't what's that? I ain't that child's pappy. I ain't that kid's pappy. Or some, I don't know where that's even from, but I hear that. Yeah, somebody's either denying paternity or questionable about paternity or questionable about a pregnancy altogether. Oh gosh. But the Empress in reverse just throws me because that is some really that's not great energy at all. So in terms of the short sale situation, it could be somebody's last ditch effort to either try to hold on to some type of relational dynamic by making this claim, or it could be the deterioration of a dynamic that once had at least the appearance of a happy home and a grounded establishment, on account of whatever discoveries are being made or truths are being unveiled. But the Empress in reverse is someone that is not, that may be infertile or at least very unproductive. Doesn't mean well. You know, like typically the Empress in the upright has a well-meaning spirit. You know, this is someone that can be a bit sinister in their approach with their femininity, may even use it to their advantage, you know, to seduce or allure or captivate. Yeah, certainly. Definitely with the upright, that's somebody that might even be abusive to their children, which would be the cause, or abusive in the home altogether, which would cause someone to be defensive. It's like mommy dearest. That's what that energy is in reverse. And in the Four of Wands, it's very mommy dearest because it's like the facade that everything is great, we're doing awesome, our family is thriving, mom's amazing, dad's fabulous, our kids are brilliant, you know, like that type of energy, or our businesses are thriving, whatever it is. It's something. Let's get some more, but I'm stuck on this Empress in reverse because I don't typically pick up that energy. That's somebody that really has some emotional issues. Immature, underdeveloped. Yeah, they rather be single, perhaps. So if it's, and maybe really what it is given narcissistic with the Nine of Pentacles, because it's like, but you're not single though. Not only are you not single, you have some level of responsibility to account for, whether it be a household, a business, an entire empire, or multiple people that depend on you. It could be a boss that's out of order, you know, that abuses her role as a feminine somehow, you know, manipulates with her feminine energy, maybe manipulates masculine energies with it, or even overpowers other feminines with it as well, because this is kind of a face-off situation. But I don't know what range of this. It feels wide, that it could be business, but it could be personal. It's just a mad and maddening matriarch. It's like somebody that causes unrest and chaos wherever she goes. It's like the boss you hate to see coming, or the mom that you can't stand. Like, damn, like when she traveling for business next, or hope she's not in the office today, or or that type of energy. Because really, she only truly cares about what affects her in the most productive sense with this Nine of Pentacles. Like, if it doesn't benefit her, then she's either on a rampage about it, or she's just completely imbalanced. On account of it. Full card. Yeah, everybody's kind of like at the whim of her mercy, it seems. Walking on eggshells is what I'm getting. What the heck is this? Yeah, that's what he's doing. Walking on eggshells, tiptoeing in the office, tiptoeing around the house, trying to keep the peace for their own sanity, really. But every day is like a new surprise. You don't know who you going to get. God damn. You don't know what personality you're going to get. That's the other thing about the Empress, instability. Total contrast from what it appears to be, right? With the Four of, this is somebody that, if it's relationally, it's somebody that married the wrong or got hooked up with the wrong person. They thought they had a balanced, prosperous setup going for themselves, even if it was in partnership, because not everybody marries for love. Spoiler alert. But it's somebody that presented themselves to be a viable partner, 50-50 all the way, like someone you could depend on, that would add value, that you could grow with in some way, shape, or form. And then you get married, or you become more intimate and acquainted, and you find out that no, she's just really after taking as much for herself as possible. Like, look at him over here at 0 with the Fool card. And it's like, and is giving at the casualty of others' peace. It's like intentionally causing unrest and disruption. Or maybe she just can't help it because that's just the energy she gives as an Empress in reverse. Somebody that wants to be, or that demands to be in control, but really doesn't have the capacity to control herself. Yeah, like somebody that wants to control everything and everybody else, but has very little control over herself. Ugh. Good luck to anybody in that situation. My God. Let's see what else we got. So it could be somebody really trying to get out of this commitment. When I said earlier, like somebody's offer is in limbo, maybe, to be released from a physical house, or there's some type of contention between parting ways, maybe within a collaboration, a business, could be an organization that's trying to get rid of her ass and finding it hard, to find the proper loophole, or there's a negotiation of terms that would finally be fair, or that she would accept to be released. Or Yeah, because the integrity of this establishment is at stake, oh, on account of keeping this energy, but also on account of releasing her, which is why, or it could even be a man. I negated that fact that it could be a masculine in his feminine energy, you know, in the reverse here. Could actually be someone who would want to be the emperor, or someone that was in charge as an actual physical male, but is being a bitch. That's what that's good. It could be that too. Or a feminine and very masculine energy. Either one of those could apply. But either way, her presence or his presence is not very much appreciated wherever they are, where they work, where they reside, where they're connected. But it's like they're kind of holding their space or holding their ground to some degree until they almost force. They're probably gonna force themselves out of luck though, because it's feeling like somebody's trying to force some outcome, but it's by unreasonable terms, because this person is unreasonable. But there's a sensitivity for the establishment or the household, the partnership, whatever it is, to release this energy gently because of whatever threat she may have to whatever threat she could make in her wake is what I'm saying, is what I'm seeing. She could do, she obviously has done some damage in presence, but she can also do some damage on her exit way out too, apparently. Maybe it's by way of information. Yeah, like here we go. With the, I'm gonna put this up. Should I put that up there? And I'm gonna keep it down here. Yeah, they don't know what she gonna do. She's a firecracker. That obviously holds a great deal of power with the Queen of Wands. So there is cause for, there may be cause for carefulness on account of her impulses. But what, you know, but then what? Let's go back over here if I can get one. Maybe she just has the power somehow to make or break, because when you think of the Empress, she could like either produce or kill a legacy. Yeah, and here it is, the Fool card, the Chariot card, which would be the moving forward. Successfully so, though. This is the challenge, somehow releasing her carefully and strategically so that the establishment still can sustain itself. To move ahead. But there's a contention with that. She's not going easily or quietly. And it seems it's virtually impossible. Maybe she doesn't want to leave. Maybe there's more value in the relationship, in the partnership, or that's probably the thing. It's like, it's given fatal attraction type of energy, whether it's in whatever way, shape, or form this can be, especially somebody having to protect themselves, somebody using pregnancy as a weapon, or as a chain, I should say, still putting on this happy face to the public, like really selling it that everything is awesome, but behind the scenes is just literally hell on wheels. Yeah, there's something Look how everything is centered around her. So it's like the thing can't thrive with her, but she also obviously has some great impact on how it gets to survive without her. Mm. It's interesting because all the other cards are pretty decent. You saw how I started with the Four of Wands, and it's the Empress being in the reverse that seems to reverberate throughout the entire message. Otherwise, we got the Queen of Wands here. We got the Nine of Pentacles, positive. Four of Wands, positive. Good news with the Pentacles. Fairly good news, it's moderate energy with the Seven of Wands, just about protection and standing your ground. And we got the Fool, new beginnings. Chariot card, powerful will, drive to move ahead. It's like everything else is all good, but this energy here in the center of it all is somehow tarnishing the entire message. Like she has to go. She has to go. But why is there so much entitlement here? Is it simply on account of let me see. Let me get one right here in the middle with this Empress, if I can. Ooh, that was almost the World card. Ooh, what's that? See how it was like that though? Everything's a struggle with this energy. Some volatile energy here, and also because if she doesn't feel like she's winning, it's going to be a problem for everybody. And as I said, it's like there's some impossibility to truly please this energy because of the lack of balance and security. So it's just like an insatiable, is it insatiable and I don't even know what the word is here. Think about the reign of like the Mad Queen, or like the Queen of Hearts or something like that. It's like off with their heads for no reason. That's the energy that is in play right now, which is extremely volatile to not just one, but certainly to many left unchecked. So what is this Six of Wands? I think that was almost the Five of Wands. Oh, that was a Queen of Swords. Oh, hold up. That was the Queen of Swords. Burden. She has the power to make life really, really, but how? How much harder can she already make it? Somebody's they're afraid of, they're not just afraid of her power, they're afraid of her abuse and manipulation of power and her lack of control of it. Her recklessness. This is all over the place. It feels like it to me. I'm sorry. It's like she can make somebody's life really good or really, really miserable. Wait a minute. Oh man, 3 of Swords. Look at that. I said the Queen of Hearts, didn't I? I don't know what this is. This is wild. Let me just get a couple up top to try to reel it back in. Look at this, 5 of Pentacles. Ooh, hold on. I'm torn because there's part of me that feels like I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's part of me that feels like this is like the projected, there could be the madness of a queen out there, right? That's parading themselves as some powerful force or in a position, probably is what it really is, given that they don't belong in, right? And that they are doing a great deal of damage in that position or just in the way, you know what I mean? Because they don't have the capacity, the qualifications to occupy that role, and they don't have the desire to try to gain the qualifications to do well by it. So it could be that where just somebody is out of position and taking up space that an Empress in the upright should be taking, right? But then there's something else that I'm sensing here about people trying to like force someone into a position and then are either trying to cover it up or or they did try to force someone into this position. So that's the thing. Now I'm getting back to the beginning of why it is the way it is now, why everybody's walking on eggshells and trying to like keep her, you know, calm or keep her subdued, because it's realized that this person is not qualified to be the Empress by any means, and she should not be in this role. But the people around her have helped to put her in this position in some way, shape, or form, whether it be relationally, and this guy chose this woman, so it's like, well, or it's a job where they hired her or pulled her into whatever this establishment is, so it's like, well, you know, or it's the group of friends or family, acquaintances, whatever it is that have propped her up as this powerful force, and then it's like, well, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like the backlash of what people have allowed to occur, or at least have contributed to. Maybe they didn't ordain it, but they contributed to this reign of terror. This is what this is in some way, shape, or form. And now everybody's trying to not only recuperate from the damage done, but also do damage control, somehow trying to protect their role or themselves, absolve themselves of the responsibility of how they've created to this detriment, and also behind the scenes trying to figure out a way to either relieve themselves of it or again relieve her of this position of power without causing more disruption. That's what's going on here. Okay, because I was like, all these cards are pretty positive. It's like everybody's trying to save face or do damage control for what they create, for the monster they created, or for what, or the madness that they contributed to, because this hasn't done anybody any good, and that's realized. But because of the position of power and authority that this person holds, maybe even by way of just information that is known, like being in a position such as this, maybe she knows, like I like to say, she knows where all the bodies are buried, and she has the position to execute it figuratively and perhaps actually, I don't know, some sentencing that would be a disruption to all those that are connected to her or connected to this, whatever this is. Yeah, it's like she holds the cards and she knows it. So it's like, it's hard to just strong arm her out, even though it's clear that this is not working for anybody anymore. But it's hard to strong arm her out of position because of what she may do once removed. But it's also impossible to work with her in the position, or him, because remember I said this could be a masculine or feminine, or them. Hell, it could be a feminine that has completely, like she's completely in her masculine energy and has uprooted this dynamic here and now wears the pants. There's that as well, and he don't even have no control in this relationship, hence why he may still be stuck, flinching and walking on eggshells and scared to speak up, either on account of his connection, because he's there for some kid or a kid that he thinks is his. He's there because of how deeply invested he may be, or dependent he has become on this dynamic, or because of her saying she's pregnant or expecting. And that's something she's doing is keeping the hooks into everybody. But ultimately it leads to a traumatic, it is a traumatic situation, and it's only going to end that way no matter what. Like their energy such as this, as volatile as this, is never going to create peace for anyone. That it seems that this is what she would thrive on, because that's how she can manipulate the energy, by causing disruption and unrest, for people to be on eggshells and afraid at any given moment, like what she's going to say or do, or how she's going to react and respond, or what mood she's in today. Like, how she can impact your livelihood on account of her just saying the word, or sharing your deepest, darkest secret, or just ruining your fucking day with the Five of Pentacles, just energetically completely ruining your day. This is a lose-lose situation for anybody involved in this. This is wild, and it's crazy how it took me so much energy. Like, what the hell? Because it don't make no sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, other than her being reversed, everything else would be virtually fine. Let me get a couple up here, and then I'm a head on out, because I don't even know if I really accomplished much by way of transmission, but it does make sense to me what's going on here now. Oh, well, thank you for that confirmation. I'll take it. Yeah, like, What's she after? Hold on. This is like some... Oh, well, this could be... Is it that she thinks that this seedling is going to be... Ooh, I just heard the sacrifice. What? Let me get one more with this Ace of Pentacles before I just go off. Oh, hell no. What's on the bottom? The Two of Cups. This, what? These readings get crazier by the day sometimes. But you know what's funny? It's like she's holding everybody hostage on account of this promise for some sacred sacrifice that she's positioned herself to be the only one to give. But what's evident to everyone is that it's not, it's false. Like, it's not credible. It's just went dark with this energy of sacrifice here. Especially with the Empress in reverse. Yeah. It's something darker here, more mystical here, of an ambition regarding a kid, and how it's like everybody's catering to her, or that would be the ideal because she's good for some type of, by good, I mean like she's willing to offer some type of sacrifice by way of this kid. So either she's willing to desecrate her womb as an offering for something to maintain this establishment, or she's willing to birth a kid that ultimately becomes some type of sacrificial lamb in some way, shape, or form. I know this is wild, but this is what I'm sensing. See here with this High Priestess and the, I should probably pull this down. You may not see that when I cut it. And this Ace of Pentacles. Or there's some, this is the energy that these are the secrets that everyone has been, that could be it too. Maybe she failed, because as I said, this is like infertility here with the Empress card, or her seed is really not all that valuable at this point, even to offer as some so-called sacrifice, even if she was willing and able. But it could be that these are the secrets that she is privy to, that there's something, like I said, there's a facade here behind that happy household energy. Here's this, here, look at this single woman. The Magician card is out here. Heartbreak. It's a lot of little signs here of something else going on that, shoot, may even be under investigation with the Chariot card here. But it's all within the agreement of this establishment. Like, it's it's common knowledge, it's known, it's a commitment overall one to another, but it's imploding on account of the instability and infertility of this energy here, who maybe positioned herself to be able to deliver literally in a certain way, but it's clear that she cannot. So it's like everybody's trying to scramble to reevaluate their position now, because given it's not good for what they thought it was, it's like, now what's it good for? But to, you know, be a threat to my livelihood or even my liberty at this point in time, to not be able to deliver in the way that it was supposed to, and or whatever the objective was with women and children, and something secretive going on here, making certain offerings or sacrifices on account of these feminine and adolescent energies, is the secret that nobody wants to be released. Because everybody's hands are dirty, even if just by the privy of information, you know, to what was going on. This is a damn mess. All right, let me get two more on the other side. And that's probably why she's all unstable now, because she couldn't fill those shoes as she presented herself to be able to. So it's probably pride and ego that's weighing in on her. So the only real way for her to project her power is to manipulate, to abuse, to blackmail, to threaten, to, you know, just frantic ditch efforts to try to keep everything under her thumb for her own failures, but also just purely you know, psychosis. Like, just, we're talking about mental instability here for sure. Now that I know it's not just maternal instability, it's like a matriarch going mad. That's too many, that's three. But yeah, like, look, hangman, what's that? Oops, hold on. Hangman. Yet another offering with this cup. This is a sacrifice being offered, but it's like it's either been delayed or stopped. Maybe because it's insufficient. Like, back to what I said, it's like what she is propping herself up to be good for is just not the case. So it's only a matter of time before the bottom falls out, and she knows it, but it's like doing a great deal of damage on your way out, or for as long as you are in, whatever, however you want to look at it. Oh no, this is weird. Let me just get two more spirit on the other side. Two more. Wow. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords, and then the King of Wands. People don't even. This could be even the other half that has no idea what to do because their hands are tied. And they also don't know what she's going to do, but which I've said over and over again. What I'm trying to get to the point of is like, okay, so what now? What? That's where I'm at with it. It seems with that that Knight of Pentacles, it seems like everything's kind of like at a standstill or a stalemate. What it all comes down to is this Three of Swords, a truth that nobody can deny and that is very unfavorable and unsavory. That's what it all funnels into one way or another. But what is, I'm just like a bit astounded by the unfolding here. Let's see the bottom. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but maybe I did. Oh man, yeah, like there's nothing to look forward to. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what now? But you see how I picked it up. Three of Wands in the reverse. It's like ain't no ships coming in. There's no forward movement. The plan from the Two of Wands is like dismantled. It's worthless because it hasn't yielded anything. Opportunities have been cut short. Any type of reward that may have been acquired on account of this may actually be returned in some way, shape, or form. So anything that any prosperity that this that was made on account of this unit, this organization, this relationship, it's like that's what maybe the issue of what people are trying to hold on to. Well, it seems like it's varying degrees of threat here, so I can't say that, but it seems like people are anxious to be stuck with no way out of this dynamic and with nothing to gain from it. So say there's some legal action or even some spiritual infraction here that calls for retribution in some way, shape, or form. It's like everybody kind of wants to get out of Dodge so that they don't get hit by the bullet that's inevitable in this case because it's not producing anything. It's like if it were still in the productivity stage, then there would be nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. If people could have great expectations to their investment into this dynamic having a return, then there would be nothing to fear. There would be no warning signal. But something's going awry internally with the operations. It's not producing the way that it has or the way that it was expected to. And it's causing far more trouble and turmoil than it's worth at this point. But people are still feeling bound to it because of the threat at the center of it all. So it's like double whammy because you're not even getting anything from being associated with this. It's like having, again, like that, this is very primitive that I'm bringing, boiling it down to this, but being in a friend group of being in a group of frenemies where you don't have fun with them, you don't enjoy the company. When you leave, you feel like you need to take 10 showers to get the ick off of you. You know that they talk about you, and as a matter of fact, you got some choice words to say about them as well, so the feeling is mutual. When, when it comes down to it, there's like nothing really positive or productive you can say about the friendship except for the fact that maybe we just have known each other for a long time, or sirens, or even those associations. Think about Mean Girls, the movie, where though the two girls didn't even really like Regina George, but they were afraid of what life would be like if they were actually not her friends, if they were actually her enemies, even though she kind of treated them like that, even as her friends. It's like that type of vibe where people are just bound to this. Oh, shoot, that's right on my street. It's a fire truck. Yeah, people are just bound to this situation because they're afraid of what will happen if they're not. There's the anxiety here. What happens if he's not the head of the household, or the king of the castle, even though he ain't the head of the household, because she treats him like the help, and he's not the king of the castle because maybe she is financially, the breadwinner or some. I don't know. I find it hard to believe, actually, as an empress in reverse, that if she is productive at all, she's not prosperous. Like she may spend money just as fast as she makes it or something like that. But whatever the dependency is here, it's still not worth it. But there's a greater issue of pride here with both of the Queen of Wands and the Queen of and the King of Wands. There's something about pride and ego here. People afraid to be exposed to be their exposure and association with this house to be exposed because of what that's going to say, what reflection that's going to make on their character, and what stain it may make on their reputation as well. Man, that they may not have much to look forward to if it gets out that they've actually been in cahoots or in connection with whatever the hell this is. But it ain't good. That I can say for sure. It's not good. There's some secrets about how money is actually being acquired or made, spent, invested, divested. Or how energy is being siphoned or regenerated in some type of way. Like, oh no. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it upside down. I sure am. With the Knight of Cups. This would be an offer, like an emotional offer, or some expression of endearment, love, gratitude, grace, something emotional. But it's given that it's just the wells run dry. There's nothing left to give, and there's nothing left to expect here. It's tapped out. And with the Knight of Cups, yeah, like the Knights give with some expectation of reciprocation. It's like people are already knowing that whatever they would give, if they give anything at this point, wouldn't be well invested. It may not even be wise to give at all. because all you can expect in return is something unfavorable, if anything at all. I feel like it's more about now being afraid to even be attached, being caught dead offering anything in this dynamic for fear of how it will then, be traced back, or like the dotted line might come back as to how they're involved or engaged or invested. Now, yeah, like people, yeah, this is so weird. But the funny thing about it is like, there's nowhere to turn. You can't beat the truth. What's done has already been done. The Three of Swords is something that has already occurred. So as much as people are trying to duck and dive and avoid their fate, avoid demise, avoid the pressure, appease the mad queen, or I should say, yeah, like satisfy the mad queen, to keep her, pacify is what I really mean to say, pacify the mad queen, try to keep their ear to the streets to make sure, stay close, just close enough to know that, they're in the clear, but far enough not to be incriminated. It's like there's nothing like the jig is up pretty much. There's nothing that's going to be productive about this. It's literally beating a dead horse with this Knight of Cups in reverse. It's literally beating a dead horse to try to avoid the inevitable. That everybody, whatever it is, first of all, you need to release yourself from it. Most certainly, and then just be open to however it gets to play out, and stop trying to control the narrative or the outcome, because the truth is the only thing that's going to be freeing in this situation. And that's what it seems like, a whole lot of avoidance of the truth of this matter, from the inside out, from the outside in. The facade that's been persisted, and everybody that contributed to it and helped to create it, and now it's like, okay, you have to take accountability for the brick that you laid in the foundation of this establishment, one way or another, but for yourself, most importantly. I don't know. This is what it is. Maybe it'll make more sense when I watch it back, and I'll have something else to say. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave it here for now. Yeah, I'm gonna just have to leave it here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. So much for the cleanse cards for a fresh message, because this was like a woo. But I would say like the one point of hope is that those that are operating in positions that they are not ordained to be in are being overthrown as we speak. One thing for sure is that this definitely signifies the end of a reign of terror, whether it be by way of a masculine or feminine. This is the end of it. It's only, and they already know it. The facade is only being maintained for as long as those that are afraid to be casualties of it continue to uphold the facade. But otherwise, let the chips fall as they may, so something else can be rebuilt, something more fortifying. It's not helping anybody to keep holding up these fake ass walls at this point in time, when the regime has definitely come to an end. Yeah. So that's the only point of hopefulness I can really see, is that once there's acceptance of this reality here, everybody can be released. Like when the Wicked Witch in The Wiz or The Wizard of Oz is dead, it sets a whole nation of people free, to live life the way that they used to, or even better. Nobody has to bow down to a mad queen anymore, whether that be intimately so or on a much larger scale, whether it be work, family, leadership positions, whatever. Like, whomever this is that's holding on to dear life, they're only flexing their muscle for as long as they're given the reins to do so, but they've actually lost the rein already, and this is very clear. As it begins to rain, now I will, literally as it begins to rain, now I'll let it be here. It has to make sense to somebody and someone and something. So I'll leave it in faith and trust that the transmission finds its way to whomever resonates with it, or however the energy is supposed to resonate, even beyond those that are hearing it, because there's that as well, right? But yeah, certainly thank you for rocking with me and listening and watching. Until next time, as always, I'll leave you with peace.